Okay, everyone, good morning. And we will start with our new lesson today, which is about using masks in Photoshop. So, mask is quite important option, or you can say feature inside Photoshop because it helps you do non-destructively work on the some of the parts of your image, okay, or the required part of your image, the part that you want to work on. You can use mask to work on that part, and rest of the part you can like leave it untouched. So that's the whole purpose of the mask here. Now let's see like why do we use mask, and I'll give you one example, like with without mask what issues you will face, and with mask how you will get like how your work will be much more better. So I will go to file and I will open uh, some of the image, one of the images here. So let's open this one. Now I have this picture of this guy. Now I want to take this image, not the complete image, only him. I will copy that and I will try to put this under the tree. Okay. Now I want his image only, but not the uh like I don't want any background from his image. I just want like his outline, no background, because I want to place it under the tree. So for that purpose I just need him, not the background. So simple, if you want that, you can do one thing here, is that you can use a magnetic lasso tool and you can select the whole thing just like this, and you can go there. Okay. And you can quickly finish this part. And now what I will do is that I want him to stay and I want the background to remove. So simply I will go to the select option here and I will choose inverse. So it will select and anything that I have selected will select the opposite of that, and I will press delete button so that will be gone. Now I'm done. But when I did that, okay, I can remove it, close it. Uh, uh, let's do one thing. Let's save it as PSD file and in my folder, save it and close it. Now let's open again. I opened the file. Maybe last time I had to do something, so I thought of, okay, let's save it and close it. And once I will be done with my work, I will open it and then I will start working. So I just opened this. Now, as you opened it, you can see there is no history here because I saved it and closed it and opened. So I cannot undo anything. After that, I noticed while I was deleting the background, I accidentally deleted this part of the leg. Okay. And apart from that, I have some issues here on the hat. Like this issue I have and this issue I have. Now I cannot bring this part of the leg because I deleted the background, and I cannot undo because I closed the file and I reopened. Similarly, I cannot fix this because like I have to manually delete it. Okay, this is fine. I can manually delete it, but I cannot bring this back. So that's one issue you always face when you are working on these sort of project, and when you close it and reopen, you cannot undo or redo redo anything that you have worked on if you have accidentally mistakes here. So the best way to work on this sort of a project is through mask, because mask is non-destructive. So whatever I did right now, I will do the same thing but using the mask now. So let's delete this image and open this image again. I'll take this whole thing, copy it, paste it here. Now I'll do the same thing. I'll select this part. And on purpose, I will leave this part of the leg. Okay. So that I can demonstrate how I can fix that. And on purpose, I will add this part of the hat. Now I have selected everything. What I need is that at this stage, whatever is selected, I want this to become a mask. So what I will do here is that there is an option here, add a layer mask here. Okay. So what I can do, if I will click here, it will add a mask here, but not only a blank mask, whatever was selected, it took that part and put it inside the mask. So if I will go here, okay, how to go inside a mask? Press Alt on your keyboard and click on it. Okay, this is the mask. So press Alt on your keyboard and click the mask. You got it. Now here, if I will press Alt on my keyboard and click on the mask, you will see what is inside the mask. What is basically a mask? Mask is defined in two different ways, like with two different colors, black and white. Now whatever is black here, any part which is black will be not shown, and any part that is white, like this part, will be shown. So that's a mask. So what I selected, okay, and whatever I selected, and then I press this mask, add mask button here, it made that part white so that that part will only show, and other part it converted into black so that that part will not show. Now I will save this and close it. Now open again. Now after opening again, as I told you before, I cannot redo or undo anything because I closed it. If you see the history, I don't have a history anymore. But then I realized this part of the leg is missing, and there is an extra part here. Now, how we can do that with the help of the mask? If I go in the mask, you will see by pressing Alt and clicking here, you will see this part should be white also, so that it will start showing me the leg. If I will take this brush tool, hardness little like less, not too much, and then I will take the white color, and if I try to paint this area, okay, let's reduce the smoothness. Okay, and go back. So you have seen that that part came, but now I have this extra part, so I have to remove this. So I will go back again in the mask, take the black color, because black means not to show anything, white means to show like whatever is in that layer. So I will hide this one like this, go back. Still there is some part, okay, still now some error are happening here. So it is little hard, right, to go and back, because I don't know how the image, what will be coming up. This is quite hard to do that. So the easier way to do is that what we need is that we need a white color, and we want to work with black color, and we want to work with the black color to remove this, and white color to add this. And now I cannot do that here because I don't know what is the result. So I have to go back and forth to check. But one thing you can do, instead of pressing Alt key on your keyboard and clicking here, you can just press on the layer itself like this one time, and the layer will be selected. So when the layer will be selected, so you can perform the same thing that you were doing before. If I will take the white color, white means to show. So if I will start painting here with the white color, so that means I'm not painting on the image, I'm painting on its mask. So that white is revealing what is hidden. But if I will switch to, if I press X on my keyboard to switch, I will go to black color. And if I will paint with the black color, that means it is hiding whatever is on the layer. So I will switch to black color and make sure the mask is selected without Alt key. So that mask is selected. So whatever painting I will do here with the black color, it will be not painting on the image, it is painting on the mask, and that will hide. So black means whatever is painted black will hide the image part, and whatever you are painting with white color will reveal that part. So now I will hide this one. Now, if I press Alt key and go back there, you can see easily it is fixed, but there is some issue here, so I can paint over it. Doesn't matter, because sometimes if I undo that, okay, let's go here and undo. So you can see it is revealing, but at this stage it doesn't show, because the reason is that the color is little same, so it's hard to tell. So you can go back always to check if everything is fine. So I hope you have got the idea of revealing and hiding stuff with the mask, with the help of the mask. So I will click it here and slightly remove this part, paint over this part. Now I'll go on the top, and this one I have to hide. Okay, this part. So everyone, I'm asking this question from you. Which color should I use to hide this? Black or white? Which color? To hide this part, which color should I use over the mask? Black or white? I want to hide this part. So shall I paint on the mask with the black color or with the white color? Yes, black color. Okay, the reason black color I will use here, because black color hides the items and white color reveals the item. So I will use black color here to hide it. So I will take the black color, make sure the mask is selected, and if I paint over here with the black color, it will hide it. It's almost like I'm deleting something, but in reality, I'm not doing that. So I will completely paint over here with the black. Okay, and when I'm done, I can go back with the Alt key just to check everything's fine. Everything's fine here, and a little bit here I can do that with the, oops. Make sure that your mask is selected. Otherwise, what will happen? You will start painting with the black color on the image. So that will be issue. So you have to make sure your mask is selected, then you paint. So mask actually will keep everything from the image in the white area, and it will remove everything which is in the black area from the image. So that means if I will go back here in the image, now suppose if I will take a blue color, okay, let's make a new layer, and if I'm in a new layer and if I'm painting anything normally, okay, and painting like this, okay, that means I have like a the whole thing is painted just like this. Okay, normally it will be painted like that. Okay, so it will be painted like this normally, but if I will go to the layer itself, this layer, now because this layer have a mask, so if I will paint on this layer, so the result will be not like the one which I showed you before. Okay, like result will be not like this. The result will be different because here there is a mask attached. In this layer, this new layer, there is no mask here. That's why it's printing all over the like the place. But if you have a mask attached and then you click on the layer, not the mask, the layer here. Okay. So if I will paint over here, see, nothing is happening. But if I paint over the person like this, now you can see the paintbrush is only affecting the image. Now, why this is only affecting the image? It is only affecting the image because it have a mask, and this is the white area and this is the black area. The black area will stay unaffected and white area will be the only area that will be affected. So did you got the point over here? What does this mean? Okay, so this means that whatever you will paint over the mask, if in like over the image, if that image have an area of white, that white area will be affected. The black area will not be affected. Okay, clear so far? So that's how you create the mask, and this is how the mask works. Now I can simply put it anywhere I want. I can take this image, make it smaller. Okay, where I want to put it, I can put it there. Maybe I can make it darker, brighter, or something like that. I can do it. Okay, so this is how you can work with the mask. Now, one thing is here. Let's bring the image here again. Let's select this image. Now this time, I don't want to select the image. This time I want to make a manual mask. Now last time, if you remember, I took the magnetic lasso tool and I select this whole image and then I press the mask button. So when I press the mask button, so it created a mask with that selection. Now I'm not doing any selection and I'm just directly pressing the mask add layer mask button. So I just directly pressed it. Okay. So I just directly pressed it. Now, when I directly press this, you can see there is a mask created here. Okay. If you will notice that I have here a mask created, and this mask is what? It's like which color? It is like a white color. Okay. This mask is a white color mask. White color means to show everything. But if I will press Alt key and go inside this mask by Alt and pressing here, okay, so I will be inside the mask. Now this is all white. White means to show everything. But if I will make everything black, okay, I will take my bucket tool, black color, and put the black color inside. And then if I will go outside by clicking here, now the image is not showing. Why the image is not showing? The image is not showing because I have dropped the black color, and black color means don't show anything. So now if I will go back here inside, okay, and if I will take this white color and just make a brush stroke with the white color like this, and then go out. So you will see wherever I had the white color, the image is showing in that white color. In the black color, it's not showing. So I hope you got the idea. Let me undo everything till it gets white. So how I can remove this image now only using the mask, not the like the magnetic lasso tool, because before you have seen that I have used magnetic lasso tool, created an outline, then removed that part, and then created that outline, then added the mask, so that outline became white by itself. Now at this stage, I made a mask without doing that process. I just directly pressed here and I got this mask. So simple way how to remove it. Just click on the mask, the one that is created here. Okay. Now, what you can do here is that take your brush, take the black color, make sure the mask is selected. Now, when the mask is selected, so if I will paint, I will not paint over the image. I will paint over the mask because mask is selected. So using this brush, I will start doing what? Start painting the black color. And when I will start using the black color, you will notice that the mask is being painted. And the mask, when the mask is painted here, that part is being removed. I can go and paint the whole thing like this. And slowly, gradually, I will move the mask. And to keep my hand steady, I can increase the smoothness of the brush, maybe 10. So if my hand shakes, so it keeps it steady, maybe a little bit more, maybe 30. Okay. And now I can make the brush smaller so I can make these small areas little bit paint and to now I can go back to my mask by pressing Alt key here, and you will notice that I have this outline. Now this part have to be only white and this part have to be only black. So what I can do, I can take my brush tool this time and make it much more bigger and start painting this area black. Okay. Let me reduce this. So this process took little time. So the best process was the before that process we used the last time. You select your image, then click on the mask, then that part which is selected will automatically will become the mask itself. That's the ideal way of removing your like making a mask. Okay. Now, as I have gone through the outline, now I will make my mask even much more bigger so I can fill the whole thing. Now I'll go back out and I have the same. So this is how easily you can do it. Also, but this process will take a little time. Now let's see for what other purposes we can use the masks. Let me open few images here. Okay. Now from this image, I want to remove this image and I want to add this image to here. Okay. So I will remove this image and I will add this image here. So how I can do that with the help of mask? So simple. I will first of all just go here. Okay. Take my magnetic lasso tool. And with the magnetic lasso tool, I will select this image. So I'm doing a little quickly. because of shortage of time. Otherwise, if you're working on your main project or your final project, so you have to make sure that you're taking your time, so you don't have to spend more, especially on the shoelaces, because shoelaces you have to mask from inside also. Roughly, I will select the hair because we can refine the hair. Now everything is done here. And this part I have to remove, so I have to press Alt on my keyboard using this. I'll press Alt on my keyboard and oops. Oops, yeah. Alt and then I was pressing the wrong button, sorry. Alt and then I will draw here, so it will remove this part from here. Now the issue is that the hairs. So what we have to do is that we have to refine the hairs. So I will go in the select and mask option. Okay, and then once I'm in the select and mask, I have this hair refine brush. Okay, it's a normal refine brush. I will take this one and draw over the hair like this, and it will refine it. Then I'll press OK. Now everything is done. So I have to press what? The mask button. As soon as I will press the mask button, you can see all automatically it will make. Even the hairs, you can see that. So if I will press Alt key and go inside the mask and see the mask, this is how the mask is. And if you will look closer to the hair, just see how nicely it had made the black and white. So also, if something is black, that means it is show. But if it is gray, gray means half it will have an opacity sort of thing. Okay, so I will go back here and then I want to move this item here. So if I will go select all, okay, select all, then edit, then copy, then go back here and paste it, you will see the whole image will placed without the mask. So what I need to do in this case is, okay, oops, yeah, I can drag this out like this, take the both layer, take this whole layer, drag it over this image, and when I do that, then it will drag it with the mask, and then I can put it somewhere here. Okay, I will take the moving tool, go to this image, move wherever I want. Maybe I want to push it here, and just like that I can put it, and maybe I can go to here, match color, then use the same image background, and you can see that it is starting to match the background. Okay, so whatever changes you want, you can do that. So this is one use of the mask here if you want to remove the background. Let's see other parts here. Let's close this one. Okay. Now in this image, I don't like her lipstick. I don't like her lip color. So what I can do here is that I can make a duplicate copy of her, put it in a different layer. So I have a duplicate copy of her. But now what I will do is that I will go in the adjustment layer. And if you all remember, we have these adjustments that we have gone through in the last class. So here we have hue and saturation. So I will take the hue and saturation, and then I will try to change the hue. So I like maybe this purple color of her lipstick. But issue is that it have changed everything. It have changed the background. It have changed her nail color. It have changed the book. I only wanted to change the lip color. Now, if you will do that, okay, if you will change the like that, it will obviously change everything. But notice one thing here. When I use the hue and saturation adjustment layer from here, it gave me a mask. Okay, so you can see that it gave me a mask here. I have a mask with this. So that means if I will click on the mask, okay, what it will do is that it will help me to fix things like to create mask. So black means, or white means, everything will show. So if I will go inside this mask by pressing Alt key, okay, and putting the black color inside, it will turn everything to black. Okay. And then when I will go outside, I will not see the effect anymore because I have made this effect mask black. So that effect will not show anything. But I want this effect to show inside her lips area. That means this lips area have to be white and rest have to be black. So I will just click on my mask, take the brush, take the white color, and I will make sure that I am able to paint only on her lips area. So I will start painting on her lips area just like that with the white color, and just see I'm painting over the mask because mask is selected. So I'm painting over her lips the white color. That means the hue and saturation effect that I applied will be only affected, will get only affected on the area which I'm painting. So maybe I will only paint the outline here. Just I only painted outline. Now I can press Alt key on my keyboard and then I can go back here. So you can see I painted, but there is some issues here. So I can fix that now here. Like suppose I can paint inside. And then more smoother. Just like, and when I will go out, so you can see that this is how we got her painted with the lip color. If I will hide this layer, before it was red, after applying the lip color, it's now purple. So you can use any adjustment layer and you can use the mask over it. For example, let's close this one. Well, I like this image, but I want this background to be a little darker. So what I can do here is that I can go in the brightness on contrast, darken this. Okay, but issue is that when I was applying this, it applied on the whole image. And I don't want that. I want my effect, the background only to be darker. So what I can do is that I can just select my like my background. Either I can make them white or I can make the background white. Okay, to make the background white, like white, the whole image have to be black. Like whole mask have to be black. So what I can do, I can just press Alt on my keyboard, go to the background, put the black color here, and then I will come back out. Now everything is showing the brightness and contrast is not showing anymore because The mask is now black. Black means don't show this. It's not showing this effect. So now I will take my brush and I will take my white color, and then I will select the mask and start painting with the white color on the mask. Okay. So what it will do is that it will start revealing the mask because I'm turning that into white color. So I'll take the white color over this. I will start painting, and now you can see that. Just notice here, if you will see, I'm able to paint here with a white color. So wherever the white color will be, it will apply this brightness on contrast over there, and rest it will keep it as it is. Okay. So I'll just do it quickly and then here. Okay. Now, also we can use gradients in our mask. Now, how the gradient works, let's see. So I will add a mask layer here. I will go inside the mask. I will take a gradient color like from here and choose the gradient. And as you know, the gradient should be black and white, not colored, because colored will not do anything here. So I have to check. I have to go to grays and I have to choose any color. Or what you can do is that simply go take any one of these, change this to black, and keep and change this to white. So with that, I will make a linear gradient, just like from here to here, or just this. I will take the linear one, not the reflective, and I will do from here. Now just see, this is black and this is white. In black, nothing will show. In white, things will show. But between black and white, I have gray area also. Let's see what happens. If I will go to the my image now, so you will see the area that is white is completely showing. The black is completely gone. But the area which is gray, like this area, okay, and it's not purely gray. It's like from black, it is becoming white. So there is a gradation here. So that means it will start a transition, like from transparency it will become appear, 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 and completely visible. So this is how your background actually works, or like your gradient actually works. Same thing if I will do with the radial gradient, like if I will paint it like this. The middle part is black, outside part is, let's do this like, yeah. So middle part is black, outside part is white. So that means outside part will be shown, middle part will not show, but this part where there is a transition, black and white transition, like gray color, and from black it is becoming white. So this will, how this will show. So this is all transparent, this is all visible, but the area which is outside is basically what? Becoming from black to, or like from transparency to visible. Okay, like a gradation, like in a transitional form. Now if I will go back here, okay, let's undo this whole thing. Now let's see how, like why do we, where we can use the gradient masking. To use the gradient masking, I will make a new layer here. Now this new layer, I will go to the filter, blur, and choose lens blur. Okay. And I can increase the radius here to blur it. So I will blur it more. So I blurred it a lot. So you can see the background is blurred. But I don't want this guy to be blurred. I want only background to be blurred. So what in this case I can do, I can make a mask. I will go inside the mask and I will use a gradient here where I will use a reverse order color. Like I will go in the gradient. This should be white. This should be black. Now if I will go back here, so you can see that the middle part it is making white means visible, and outside part is this making black. So let me do something like this. Okay. And I think it should be opposite, not this. Sorry. Okay. So I can do like this. Oh, a little bit more. Okay. Just like that. So the black area will not show, okay, anything. Like the blur will not show in the black area. The blur show will in this area, but this is not 100% white. This is gray. That means half it will show, half it will not show. Now let's see how the result looks like. If I will go here, you can see here it is slightly blurred, not too blurred. Here nothing is blurred. So let's do here one more thing. Let's do again. Let's make something again here. Yeah, let's do something like this. Now if I'll go out, so now you can see this part is complete. It's black, so that's why it's not showing. And then it is becoming from black to white. So white means to show. So you can see that there is a good transition, not 100% blur, but it is becoming from solid to blur because this layer is blurred layer and this layer is normal layer. So wherever there is a black area, so this layer itself, it will look like this. So this part will be hidden and this part will be transparent. So it will show the layer below. So the layer below is normal, but this layer is blurred. So the normal layer will show in that part, in the black part, and in the white part, the actual layer will show. So this is how you can make different sort of transitions, like using the gradient masks. Okay. So now let's go back to our first image here where we use this mask. Now I will go back here and change the whole thing to black again. Okay. I'll go back here. It will be normal. Now this time I will use again the mask, but this time I will reduce my hardness to 0. So that if I will paint with the white color over this part where there is an edge, so it will create a soft transition here. Why? Because if I go there, you can see it is not solid because solid will look like this. So there is no gradation here. But if I am using the low hardness brush or completely zero hardness brush, it will be soft. So you can see between two of these strokes. This looks more softer because the edges are softer. This one doesn't look softer. It's better to use this. Okay. Now, one good thing here is that if you think this effect is too much and I don't want this much and I don't want to play with my settings also, brightness, contrast, I don't want to play with it. So what I can do is that instead of painting with the white 100% white color, I can paint with the gray color because gray as lower I will as gray from white to black I'm going through these set of gray color. These set of gray color, if it is light gray, so the opacity of this color will be less, so it will give me the like this result. If I will go more darker gray, so it will give me like this result. Okay, if I will go completely to very light gray, so it will give me this result. So this is medium, this is more light, and this is more dark. Okay, so you can choose which gray tone you works for you and you can paint with that. Okay, like for me this is good, so I will paint with this, and I'm painting with a very soft brush. Okay, because hardness is completely 0, so I will have a very nice result, especially on the edges. I'll paint it here. Okay. Just like that. Now I will paint a little bit here also. Doesn't matter if it paints over because it's a gradient. Now if I will go back inside the mask, you can see things are fine. Just few stuff is left. So I can fill those gaps here. And I will complete my whole drawing. Now things are good. If I go out, you can see that it looks much more better than before, because before it was very harsh, the result. Now on this back, like on the edges especially, it is very soft. Also here, little part. Okay. Now result is much more softer because of the choice of the color that we have used here. And also the brush is soft, so that's why it is transitioning. Other, like the one that we did before, that was very harsh because we were using solid brush. So I hope everything is like by now it's all clear how why we use mask and why the mask is important. So just keep in mind, black means nothing will show, white means anything, everything will show, and between black and white, whatever is gray color, its opacity of the color will also affect. Okay, so that's all for today. We are done with the mask, and few of the our chapters are left, which we will finish like very soon. Hopefully by the next week. Next week will be our hopefully the last week for the Photoshop classes, and we will be done with the Photoshop classes. We will see how the pen tool works in Photoshop, how filters and like filters works in Photoshop, and 3D layers works in Photoshop. So that we will work in our next week. So next week we will be our last week for the Photoshop class. Okay, so I'll end the stream. So thanks for joining, and we'll move to Blackboard.